Jeff, thanks for taking a few minutes with us. Can you just tell me a little bit about this bike, concept for it, inspiration?
So this is the Sugarfoot is the name of the model. It's made in our Minneapolis workshop by our frame builder Brad. And I love vintage bikes, but I love modern aggressive geometry.
Okay.
I wanted a bike that looked very, very classic, but felt like a race bike. I wanted a racer. And so that's what we built here. So it's 650B. It fits a 2.2 tire in it. It's built around a Richard Sachs lug set. So the head tube and C-tube cluster are Sachs. But when we got to the bottom bracket, we realized that we were just too constrained by the available bottom bracket lugs that were available. So we actually Philip raised that so that we could do the angles that we wanted and get the tire clearance that we wanted. The paint job is a beautiful Imron paint job. So Imron was used extensively in the 80s. It's it's a harder, more industrial paint, and there's a certain quality that it has that I am just absolutely enamored with. And so this is an Imron paint job by Rick at D&D. He killed it. Pacenti fork crown, connectorless dynamo routing, so you can just pop the wheel on and off. The kit is XTR M900. I'm a vintage mountain bike dork, and so I had these old parts laying around. I'm actually really proud of these levers. So we wanted silver levers. They don't make them, so we stripped the ano off and polished these SRAM levers.
Nice.
Barcons always work. Suntour Barcons have been working well since 1973, and they're going to work great on this bike. We built the stem in our workshop, and it has our new headset in it, and so it's also a platform to show off our new 1-inch threaded headset that we're really excited about. My greatest aspiration is just to make a contribution, like some small contribution to cycling. It's like I feel like making this headset available again is a small contribution, and I'm glad we're able to do it.
So you're kind of known as more of a bike designer, not a frame builder, but you have kind of a long history and a great reputation for being a bike designer. Are there certain emphasis, like do you kind of place a foundational emphasis on certain aspects when you're designing a bike? Like are you focusing on like a style, or is it like a geometry, or what are kind of your emphases and your motivations like when you're designing new bikes?
Well, so with most bikes we can kind of do anything we want. This project was interesting because it's a lug bike, so there were the constraints of the lugs, and so we had to balance things like the rake of the fork, and because we couldn't just do whatever we wanted with the head tube angle. So to get the trail number we wanted, we had to really concentrate on what fork rake it was going to be, as well as the tire size. This was really an exercise in aesthetics largely. I really, really wanted that classic, timeless look. But generally, we just try to design bikes the way I like to ride them. I like fast, aggressive bikes. I like bikes that when you jump on them, you feel like it's like multiplying your power. I come from a track bike background. I come from a racing background, and so I like my bikes to be comfortable, taller stacks, because we want you to be able to put in long days, but I also want them to feel very fast and responsive.
Yep.
And so I don't know, everything. We think about everything.
Right.
And this is what we get. And the nice thing is that after doing it for a very long time, and riding a lot of bikes, I'm very fortunate in the vintage mountain bike world. I buy a lot of bikes, I ride them for a while, then I pass them on, and so through that I've gotten to experience a lot of things, and so you just kind of figure out what you like, and been very lucky that what I like seems to be what some other people like too.
Yeah. Was there a point that you can you look back at like a point in your career or your time in the cycling industry when there was like kind of an aha, like I think I want to like design bikes and I think I want to parlay that into like a business or?
I mean, I remember sitting in like 7th grade junior high study hall and like thinking of bike brand names because my buddies, like dad, knew how to weld like plumbing pipe, you know, and I was like, oh, we could have a bike company, we could call it this, and so it's always kind of been something that I've dreamed about. You know, when I was, so like, if you're not familiar, like I founded All City Cycles, and so that's my background, and I have to give the engineers the credit there. I didn't design the bikes. I wrote the product briefs.
Okay.
So I laid out the design parameters, but it was actually our engineers who would draft the bikes. And they did a wonderful, wonderful job, and then we would evaluate them and make changes, etc. So when it came to starting our own bike company, this was an opportunity for me to significantly get more in depth. Now I wasn't leading the team, like I was the team. For a while, and now what's awesome is we have Blaze and we have our frame builder Brad, and they have a wealth of experience and knowledge. Brad's been building frames for, I don't know, a couple decades now at this point, and so we all get to collaborate together and we come up with something like this.
Beautiful bikes like this.
Yeah. So it's always, I guess what I'm saying is we've always had a wonderful team and been surrounded by wonderful people who are really good at what they do.
Well, Jeff, thank you again for your time. The bikes are beautiful. We love what you're doing. We hope you have a great May 2024 show.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Sweet.